It's Twitter files again. I just can't help it. Or the X, whatever they want. Isn't it funny that they put the X, like, X usually meant like the end. It's the X. You've been done. They would put X's over people's eyes, even in photographs showing that they were dead. It's an interesting thing. We actually see this phenomena a lot with Generation X, and just pay attention to all the symbolism of the X that's coming out these days. At least I find it interesting. So let's just start off. These are some of the articles that I have saved from the 18th. It says that on Saturday night, he beaten this guy who was just delivering firewoods, and authorities have not disclosed the motives behind the attack or any details about the migration status. So this seems to be happening a lot. So this is in Texas. Texas is one of those states that they say that, well, I come from Alberta, and they say that we're little Texas. And I think the difference between Alberta and Texas, although is population. There's a lot more people in Texas. But the thing is, in Alberta, we are armed as well to the teeth, just like most Texans. And unfortunately, this guy probably didn't have it, but I found a lot of Texans are dealing with this kind of disturbance in the same way that you're going to find, I think, most Albertans as well will. That's why they call us Little Texas. So anyways, this is another thing that's going on. If you're not concerned about the United States border, it says you should be, because this is what's going on there. And if you don't know,
they let them through. Look at this, look at this, look at this.
They were letting them through. They've been coming to America, the people that they hate. And if you haven't heard about that, Texas Guard has taken over and kicked out the feds to stop that. They've been putting, I'll go into that article a little bit later. But I thought this was a really neat one, because this has been the propaganda that we have been as Canadians, Americans, any European country. We've been told this over and over again. Europeans, stop having children for the environment. We are the cleanest, especially Canada and Alberta. Like, we are like world leading for environmental people. Like, seriously, there's nobody better than ours. And yet, they're pulling all of these games on us, all of the environmental games and the climate games and the birth control and all of that, exactly. But then Africans come to Europe because of declining populations. And that's what Trudeau said when he was moving in so many of the migrants, that, oh, we need workers. We have to bring in these people. It's interesting, most of them don't want to work, actually. My husband has found that on his job, but we won't talk about that. This is an interesting one. This queen carries a mocked bag. I'm going to stay away from certain, covered in red stuff. And I guess maybe she thought this was an art display to a public beach. This is called sickness in its most. This is what is considered to be good and wholesome.
I bet.
Anyways, that's enough of that kind of crap, because that's what that is. Trying to make us think this will make you feel happy. This made me feel happy. To all those who want to be thieves, more setups like this should happen. Whoops. Anyways, it's funny, because we are of a nation that really is an honor nation. We are people of honor. We live by honor. That's why, you will find that in our gas stations, you're going to have here in Canada anyways, in Alberta. I can only speak for my province because I haven't been out of Alberta for a long time. But we have a lot of products outside that are kept outside of many different shops, never thinking anybody would steal, because you know what? We're people of honor. So yes, if you want to come and steal, I think that we should be booby trapping everything. But this is what's going on in the UK. I don't know if I have the article that I wanted to show you, but the Muslims have, as a Society of Muslims in the UK have declared Sharia law. But this is what's happening now. Because it is an island, they were able to, like, it's outnumbered. I think they said 3-1 from the native people from UK. So look at this one. Spain, North Africans, Muslims are asked to leave a nightclub for, assaulting a native person, some natives, and this is what they ended up doing. Can you see? It says that they came and, no concern about property or anything of anyone else. There's too many videos of this happening for it to be all deep fake. Oh, here we go. Newly arrived doctor robs an Apple store and tries to escape. Why would a doctor do that?
Oh my God.
Why would a doctor do that?
Shit! Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Why would he do that? And why would he be a doctor here? Interesting. That's another interesting thing here in Canada and Alberta. Most doctors of that are immigrants. Most doctors are now. It's interesting. So 5 Pakistani Muslims assault this Italian girl. Let's see what happened. Let's see what she says.
Branco di 5-6 ragazzi. Uno di loro mi ha attaccato, patteggiato comunque nelle parti inferiori. Io distinto ho reagito colpendoli. Poi è arrivata una bottiglia di vetro in faccia che mi ha spaccato gli incisivi, anche il labbro sotto, come si può vedere. Comunicata appunto dai carabinieri che sono soggetti comunque.
Okay, I think you guys can go and look at this kind of stuff yourself that's going on. We don't have to see all of them, but culture enrichers are unhappy with healthcare in UK, so they are wreaking havoc on the hospital. Do these people value us? Or do they respect us? Is that why they are coming to European countries? Do they want to live a better life? It's South Africa. Most disturbing footage from, okay. I'm not going to say that because it's going to get me, but pro-Hamas country, we see a white farmer being viciously assaulted with weapons by savages. Okay, so like this one is the most disturbing. I don't mean to really freak you guys out, but we need to be aware of who these people are. They've been putting on videos about how wonderful they are and how wonderful it will be for us. And so convert. But these are who these people truly are. This is the way they think of women, and this is what they do. This is what they do all over. Why are they coming to non-Muslim countries in the military in droves when they should be going to Muslim countries? What is their purpose here? And why is it, like my country, where he is pushing the rainbow ideology serious, that we have tampons in the military bathrooms, although they've taken them all out and said none of that bullshit. But he's pushing this whole ideology of changing our young boys into girls, and nobody knows what gender it is, and then they bring it in. He's allowing like 1.5 million of military-aged men here in Canada that were let in last year, and this year 1 million. He is saying probably another 1.5 million into our population of men that hate us, hate our culture, hate our religions, hate our color, and definitely hate the rainbow crowd. Absolutely hate. Why would these two things be if it wasn't that maybe they've turned against us? I don't know. This U.S. policeman unloads magazine into man as he tries to rape, well, this woman. This is what's going on. United States and Canada and Ukraine, all European countries. This is what's going on, guys. Over and over again. Let's hear what she has to say. I know this is probably going to get taken down.
Facing incredibly similar problems, and that's because we are under attack by the same sick globalist agenda. As a result of that, my continent finds itself in rough waters, and that is to put it mildly. Europe is being flooded with immigrants from non-Western countries. Our national identities are being destroyed and replaced. Our sovereignty is given up to bureaucrats, unelected bureaucrats, may I add, in Brussels. Our churches are closing their doors, and we are spending billions and billions of euros on a non-existing climate crisis and a war in Ukraine that isn't even ours. In fact, I would go as far as to say that we are paying for our own destruction.
Couldn't agree with her more on that one. Need money to travel back to 1941 to give Joe Biden's dad a condom. Oh, wow. Celebrities leaving the U.S. after Trump wins. Really, they've all said it again. That's what's really crazy. They have all said it again. Look at this. London, Chilean footage considers that most of those BLM military units have now converted to Islam. I'll turn this down. I don't want that to be into it. Guys, that's scary. Anyways, I don't mean to frighten you guys, but we need to know the state of affairs that our world is in and what is actually happening to our world and what's happening to all the European world, and that this truly is an attack on Europe and on European people. Here we go. I like this one. Paris is our home. French patriots take back Paris. This is what we need to see in all Europe, across Europe. This is like the Europeans are standing up for themselves. Culture attacks defenseless women from behind while her friends film and laugh intolerance. Yep. And again, Germany, shocking new footage is emerging from Germany where Islamic invaders brutally assault a native dressed as Santa Claus. There's your culture gone. If you think it is ridiculous to think that child traffickers are in the highest position of responsibility, then explain why Ghislaine Maxwell hung out with royalty and spoke before the UN at least 9 times. Wow. Chinese declares George Soros a global terrorist and calls him the son of Satan. Now, this has been out there for a while, and people have said that this is not true, but I like it anyways, even if it
Can
is.
go fuck yourself.
Let's just go right to the very beginning. And hear this.
And I appreciate the World Economic Forum providing me the opportunity to be on this stage and say, fuck you, Klaus Schwab, and fuck your New World Order. We, the people, were born free. We will stay free. And you and all of your globalist friends, including everyone in this room, can go fuck yourself.
Sorry for the bad language, but I think it's a really good word to use in certain sentences, and it works fine for me. I have no problem with it. I use that word every now and then myself. Meet Muhammad, who thought he was talking to a 13-year-old. Oh, well, they were a 13-year-old, and let's hear this story.
Why are you here to meet this child? I don't know. Why have you told this child to stay over here until after New Year so you can see her more and more?
Nothing is coming in my brain, so I don't know.
Well, something's got to have got in your brain because you've said to the child that she's sexy, beautiful and gorgeous. You're constantly calling her love. You're also calling her my sweetheart, my love and baby. You tell the child that you love her and you've been thinking about her on numerous occasions. Why would you think about a 13-year-old child on numerous occasions?
No, it's nothing coming in now.
Nothing's coming in. Well, it certainly was coming in when you were chatting to the child, wasn't it?
No. Listen.
You will be arrested today.
Listen.
I'm listening.
So anyways, we don't need to go. And like I said, you guys can go and take a look on your own X-Files and find out what's really going on around the world, especially in the UK right now, as we are seeing Sharia law and white and black neighborhoods, apartheid happening in the UK, where certain areas, no white people allowed. Yes, this is happening. This is happening right now. And this is still happening, but it's being hidden. We're not knowing about what they were really finding in the tunnels. And if you know any more information about what was going on there in Brooklyn, and if you are part of the Tataria mud flood group, you will know that there are tunnels all over America that have been here forever. They are ancient, and they probably have been using these tunnels for a very, very long time to do the things that they have been doing. Just a thought for you guys if you know. And I really like what he says about what happened in Miami. Let's give it a listen.
Where they're talking about aliens are coming, and there were big aliens reported and all of those things. That is the same scenario as War of the Worlds, when they broadcasted that aliens were invading the world over the radio, and people started freaking out. It was an MK Ultra experiment to see what would happen if they broadcast an alien invasion over the radio. And then you fast forward to 2024 with Project Bluebeam. You could stage aliens are getting the people, when in reality it's a 3-letter agency. It's not the UFOs that it is. It's a different 3-letter agency. The same 3-letter agency that did War of the Worlds is the same one doing Project Bluebeam in 2024, or if anything in the future. If all of a sudden aliens come and they say we need to all band together, you should be aware. These are things to make us into a certain state to believe nonsense. It's like making a movie. It's all the same exact thing. And then it started in Miami. And then 75 police cars came. There were 12 kids playing with sticks. And then all of a sudden the aliens invaded. And America had to band together. And they always have like some, certain phrase in there just to kind of get you to hook you in there. You got to read through it and see through it.
How come so many people, I've seen so many videos of people that are saying, okay, this is demons, and this is showing that we are in the last moments of the last days. Come on, guys. So many different people are trying to take this as being their own, and you forget the holographic technology that we possess just in the free world. Don't even talk about the black world or the military world. Come on, guys. This was definitely set up for your entertainment and to push you in a different way. So anyways, instead of going through all of the different migrants' attacks of what's really going on, this is an interesting one about, now, is this true? And I don't know, because this is Twitter Files, and nothing on Twitter Files has to be true. So this could all be, made up. Her own Twitter words: I am Americans' hope, and the president's nightmare. I think all white men should be put in chains as slaves because they never submit to Islam. That might be true. Not all of us will submit to Islam. So maybe we will just leave it there, live in love and light. I hope you guys are all doing well and that you do see a bright tomorrow, because no matter what you see on Twitter Files, remember, you are a holy being, as the Dead Sea Scrolls say, that you are a Holy Spirit. And when we look at the very, very intricate of your cell, you are a light being and you can control your own environment to make sure that you are not living in the hell that they want you to. Live and love and light. Talk to you later.